Hi, Mrs. Olson. So for science, I'm going to be building my own, right here, my own spaceship. And I also watched a video about what type, it's on YouTube, Nerdist Because Science. And then after that, you type in, not write, because it's on a computer. Well, you type in how to build an X-Wing. And there are only really two type of engines, which we have the technology to build, which will work for an X-Wing. A fusion engine and antimatter engine. They both have the look and thrust. And what's the other one? I know there are three. Thrust, look. I can't remember the third. Well, you had thrust, look, and something else. Oh, size. Because, well, they have to be this big, like around good yard, no? Circumference? No, not circumference, diameter.
Okay, tell me about your...
Anyway, it would cost $62 trillion. Terrain wrote $62 trillion. I was like, yeah, that's close enough. I'm like, I don't know how many commas there are. Like, $62 trillion to create one antimatter paperclip.
Okay.
But if you had one M&M worth of antimatter and one M&M worth of positive matter, you'll be able to get to Mars. Then I was like, that means like 2 bags and you'll be able to get to like Saturn and back. But, well, as in like the M&Ms inside of the bag, not the bag themselves. Because they're just so much energy. They just annihilate each other.
Okay, tell me about your spacecraft that you have drawn on here.
Spacecraft.
Spacecraft. Okay, tell me about it.
Solar panels, main body, and engine.
Okay, why did you decide on this design?
Because it's close to Orion.
Okay, what is Orion?
It's basically the next generation for the space crafts, and it is reusable. They put on the most heat-resistive material which has ever been built by man, and basically, I do believe it's like 16 feet across, I think. It's the most protective heat shield, and it's in a honeycomb pattern. I'm not that good at honeycombs. It's my honeycomb pattern, and it's...
Why would they choose a honeycomb pattern?
Strong.
Okay.
So that it doesn't just go... Heat shield, air, because then rocket or basically rocket, space, Orion 5, Orion rocket, come, people inside die. Simple.
Okay.
And also, we're either going to be bringing that one out into one, like an asteroid near Mars or Mars itself to bring actual humans there, because it looks a lot like Saturn V, because like the whole entire actual module where the people live is like that. It looks a lot like Orion. Oh wait, that is Orion. Apollo. And that's about it, because here's Apollo. Oh. Smaller, and Apollo can carry 3 people. Orion can carry upwards of 6 and 4 to the moon.
Very cool. Okay, math.
For math, I'll get that later. I had 3 pages, I dropped 2. So now I have 1. There's my math. Simple subtraction.
What have you been doing?
Multiply mixed numbers. Simple. Got 1 wrong. Because I missed. Because of... I wrote number there's another number up here. I got these two numbers confused. So
What can you do in the future to alleviate that?
I can write boxes for each little equation. So that it's like putting each equation in a room. It's like, oh, this equation?
Or you know
that
what
room.
else you can use? Separate scratch paper.
Oh, I thought you were going to say graph paper.
That too. Okay, so what else have you been doing in math besides the worksheets that Dad gave
Prodigy.
you?
Since there are Prodigy games, simple thing, map, academy, can't get an academy without, I believe, 6 magical gemstones.
I'm pretty sure she knows what Prodigy games
Okay,
are.
one way. Fire Mountain.
Okay, so
Wait.
No,
Wait.
listen.
Fire Mountain. This is the path you need to finish to get the gem.
Listen,
I'm
please. I am going to
here.
stop it and start over. Listen. She wants to know about the math, not about the game itself.
Oh, like that. Yeah.
What kind of math did you do in there today?
Today it was really just like, is this possible? What would have, or it was, if I do believe, it was more like basically reviewing your memory for PEMDAS.
Okay.
Or order of operations.
Okay. Sounds good. And
W
your
triple
book number 5A is on order. We're waiting for it
5A?
from your Beast Academy 5A. Okay. Language arts.
Language arts, read my side of the mountain. And I want to go out and run away from home. Only it's gonna get some lonely, and I want my own Peregrine Falcon. So, and I'm also gonna need some flint and steel, because they're more reusable than lighters.
Okay. And history.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, sorry.
And also, I need to learn how to, what's it called? Skin animals, gut them, that sort of thing. Be able to make my own food. And Mom, why are you cringing?
Nothing. I'm not. I'm just waiting. Okay.
Okay. And I just said it was, well, anyway, that's how far I am. And I just said it was chapter 28 because October 28th. That's all I said because, well.
Okay. History.
For history, I am over halfway through the book. I learned about the first king of Egypt. Hold on. First king of Egypt, fascism in Italy, Long March. Wait, that's Long March. Fascism in Italy, first king of Egypt. Anything before that? The rise of Joseph Stalin. And that's about it.
Give me
Okay.
one big thing.
Okay. First, Italy joined our side, I do believe is the Allied forces. I'm not sure because, well, basically, I'm just going to say our side because, well, America was on one side of the war, so
Okay.
they joined America's side. They joined, but they had a secret treaty between them and Britain, saying that when the war was over, Italy would get a lot of land all down the Arabic Sea. I want to say Arabic. Not sure.
Adriatic.
I say Arabic.
But it's not right. Okay.
Fine. It's
Okay, so they had a
Adriatic.
secret treaty for
Yeah,
land.
but then everybody else at the national group party at the end of World War One said, no, let's make that into a new country called something else. Can't remember it. Yugoslavia.
Why would they do that?
So that there wouldn't be as much power.
So that there wouldn't.
So that so that whoever got control of Yugoslavia now, or the land, which is now known as Yugoslavia, or I think it's still Yugoslavia, I don't know. Anyway, so that no other power would get more powerful by getting that land. So
Why is
basically,
that land important?
because whoever got it, if they're like Russia, they have a port now.
Oh, okay.
So and also it's like near. It's a big trading area because it's near the Suez Canal, so you could basically inhibit some.
okay. Okay. Anything else you wanted? Oh, piano.
For piano, I think I'm doing good because I can play all of Echosace hands together only for the B part, which is basically first part D. Only that goes on, and then after that it goes That part I can't play the exact notes, but I do chords instead of the notes, so I'm playing fine and do it with my eyes closed. Only there's one specific part where I mess up.
Okay.
I jump one half of a note too far.
You're working on it.
Half a note, half a note, half a note, half a note, half a note.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell her?
Bye.